Hey everybody, it's Josh. Welcome to the Landlord Harassment channel. And boy, oh boy, is it ever time for a positive video. So you're going to get a positive video today. And I need this for myself too. I need to speak some positivity back into my life. You know what I'm saying? With everything that's gone on with the last week with Haverkamp Properties and everything, I need to do some positivity. So today, this is my video celebration of being 21 months of living a clean and healthy lifestyle, 21 months without any processed sugar whatsoever, and 21 months of just living clean, healthy, unprocessed diet. You guys know the story. I've lost 140 pounds. I've talked about it a bunch of times. Got 120 more to go. Got a long way to go, but I'm getting there. Now, the actual celebration is until tomorrow, because tomorrow is the 2nd, and it's the 2nd of each month that I celebrate it. But because of everything that's going on, like with Haverkamp Properties and all that sort of stuff, I have other things to worry about tomorrow. You know, tomorrow's getting towards the end of the week, and my whole 7-day eviction notice thing ends on Monday, and so I'm going to have lots of negativity on my plate for the next 3 or 4 days. But there is something to celebrate here. Very few people make it almost 2 years without touching any processed sugar. Because even people who live healthy, on their cheat days, they'll have like some brownies or some cookies or something. I don't do that. I do have processed food on my cheat days, but I'll have like a sub from Subway or something like that, or a sub from Jimmy John's. And a lot of time it'll be a halfway healthy sub as far as eating out goes. It'll be like a roast beef sub or something like that. Nothing too crazy. And I've only cheated maybe 6 times in this whole last 21-month journey. I don't have scheduled cheat days. I don't cheat unless there's an occasion. Like I'm out with friends. A friend comes over who hasn't visited in a while, or there's a birthday, or there's something like that. So I don't really do scheduled cheat days. Guys, it really is all about keeping the preservatives and the additives out of your life. It really is. If you get rid of those 2 things from your life, you are guaranteed good health, and in most cases, great health. And you're guaranteed to get down to the weight that you're supposed to be. Now, going this route if you've got a lot of weight to lose, going this route will lose you that weight a lot slower, because other people go on these like really stupid low carb diets, low fat diets, and they lose a bunch of weight really quickly, but they're hurting their bodies, because your body needs carbs, your body needs fat, your body needs salt, all that stuff. All those diets, low salt, low carb, low fat, they're all garbage. Just pure trash. There's nothing good to them, except for the fact that you are actually losing weight, but you're still putting processed food in your system. You know, the majority of cancers are caused by the ingredients in processed food, the additives, the preservatives. A lot of people don't even die from being overweight. They die from some kind of cancer, because they've been putting all the preservatives and the sugar and those additives in their system for so long that cancer develops. Preservatives and additives are a cancer trap. Now, there are some forms of cancer that can develop no matter what, right? There's a few forms of cancer that can't be beat, and that simply don't come from what you consume. But the majority of cancers and other health problems out there come, at least in America, come from the kinds of foods we consume. We should have never turned food into a business. Or at least we should have never turned food into a corporate business. Corporate food should not exist, because corporations have an interest in selling as much stuff as possible, which means they have an interest in making their stuff last as long as possible. And that's where the preservatives and additives come in. The preservatives are there to make, like, say, your loaf of bread last for 2 weeks when it's really only supposed to last 3 days. And the additives are there to get your brain addicted to that food so you buy more of it. And that's 90% of what's in the grocery stores today is filled with those addictive preservatives and additives. But if you just get rid of those two things, you don't have to worry about nothing else. You don't got to worry about salt. You don't got to worry about fat or none of that. You can consume as much fat and salt and carbohydrates as you want. Just get the additives and the preservatives out of your life. I'm telling you. Like I said in other videos, excuse me, I had so many other health ailments that are now either gone or greatly diminished because I got that crap out of my life. Now, if you guys can remember when I first started talking about my excuse me, my health on this channel, my big thing was avoiding processed sugar. And I don't really talk that much directly about processed sugar no more. But that's because processed sugar is an additive. It might very well be the worst of all the additives, but it is an additive. So I don't generally attack processed sugar directly anymore because it's just another additive. Now, it's still evil. It's still Satan's preservative, Satan's additive. Not that any additive is good. But processed sugar was designed specifically to be an additive. So, I mean, it's just disqualified just off of that. But man, everything about my body is so much better than it was. Because I chose to do this the right way. Now, I could have lost all the weight I needed to by now had I gone on those low-carb, low-fat diets. But I still would have been consuming processed foods, so internally I wouldn't have been as healthy. So even though I'm still like 365 pounds right now, I'm healthier than most people who are 220 pounds. Because most people who are 200 pounds, 220, or even 170, they consume processed foods every day of their life. So they might be healthier than me on the outside, but I'm healthier than them internally because I basically haven't touched processed food in almost 2 years. So yeah, it's a celebration today, guys. And all you got to do is just set your mind to it and stick to it, man. You're addicted to sugar? That's okay. There's plenty of healthy sugars out there to eat. Eat grapes, eat blueberries, eat bananas. Consume a bunch of honey. Take 6, 7, 8 teaspoons a day of honey if you need to. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But just eat natural. And everything in your life is going to get a ton better. At least with your physical health is concerned. Okay, guys. I got to get back to the negativity that's going on. Well, actually, I'm just going to get something to eat, but I got to get myself focused back on the negativity that's going on. Like I said, Todd and Brooke are over there. They've been plotting for the last 3 days. Todd and Brooke, my landlords. What I think they're doing is I think they are going over my entire tenancy here, the whole last 8 years, to find anything they can turn and twist to make it look like something it isn't to use against me in court. So when the court date happens for the eviction, I expect them to tell a lot of just straight up made up stories, basically, to the judge. That's what I expect to happen. And I think that's what they're plotting over there right now. So yeah, I got to get myself mentally focused for that. That's all I got for you guys today, man. For those of you on a health journey, just keep on keeping on, man. You've only got 2 enemies on your way to good health. That's preservatives, that's additives. Get those out of your life, including the processed sugar, and you're going to be good. All right. See you later.